In this morning's Consumer Confidential, we are talking about tipping. It can certainly be confusing to tip, who to tip, how much, from food delivery drivers to the hotel staff. And what about all of these fees that we're seeing lately that we're already paying?
We were just talking about that.
I know. So here to break it down for us, sort it all out, is NBC Senior Consumer Investigative Correspondent Vicky Nguyen. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I have to be honest, I was just reading about this. I didn't realize that there were some new laws that have been enacted in different states.
Yeah, we can't talk about tipping without talking about wages in America. I think that is the big battle that we have here. People say that you should be paid a living wage so that you don't have to rely on tips, but it's sort of out of control. So some cities have tried to address this issue. In New York City, for example, last summer, they passed a law that says if you work for an app-based delivery service, you're one of those drivers, you will be paid a minimum wage. DoorDash, okay. Uber, Grubhub. Okay. You'll be paid $19.56 an hour, and that will adjust for each year for inflation, which is great. In Seattle, they had this in January. They said, let's do it $26.40 for app delivery drivers, which sounds great. But then there was a real uproar because suddenly it's, well, how much are we going to be paying for our meals and other, the trickle-down effect? Exactly. So now any day they're going to revise that to probably just under $20. In D.C., since January, they talked about this, raising the minimum wage for tipped workers to match non-tipped workers by 2027. So we're talking about servers at restaurants, bartenders, to raise their wages slowly over the next few years. That might help alleviate some of the consumer tipping issues that people have.
Tip because it's just what we do.
Right, we are. But perhaps it won't be so, people won't be so aggressive about it. I mean, I was just talking to Dylan off camera, and she said that someone came to her door. She tipped on her sushi delivery, and they knocked on the door. She opened it, and they were like, you didn't tip me enough. So people can sometimes be aggressive about that. You've seen it on the doorbell cameras, too.
Yeah. Wow.
Right, yeah.
Well, let's talk about food delivery for a moment, because I think that's where a lot of folks get hung up, myself included. You order from one of the sites we just mentioned, and then you see the added fees. Like, you see a service charge, you see a delivery fee. But so I'm confused. Like, do I tip? Do I tip on top of the fees? Do I tip on the food order? Do I tip it all?
And what are all those fees? Sometimes people confuse those with an actual gratuity. So the public service announcement this morning is the delivery fee or the service fee. That is not the tip.
It feels unfair.
For example, DoorDash says their service fee is 15%, and they say that covers the cost of their service. The restaurant, the demand, like the time, the location, the distance, but that is not a gratuity for the driver. Uber says while some of their service fee may go to the driver, it is not considered a tip. And on the website for Grubhub, they say the delivery fee is not the tip.
Where does the delivery fee go?
So the delivery fee is part of the cost of doing business.
It's delivered to the owner.
Frustrating for people.
So the service fee and the delivery fee.
Right, and we're talking about $5 billion in those food delivery fees alone in 2022, which is why the government is trying to regulate some of these, what they consider junk fees. So the Emily Post Institute etiquette experts say tip 10 to 15%. There's debate over this, too, because what if you order an expensive meal? Are you tipping 10 to 15% because you ordered a steak and it still comes in a bag? Or what if you ordered McDonald's and your meal was $15? Are you, should the tip be only based on the cost of the food or the delivery itself? So those are some factors people should consider. And also the difficulty. If somebody has to climb 5 flights of stairs, or they came in the rain, or they had to drive really far to get your order, maybe if you can be a little more generous, be a little more generous.
Okay, so different kind of restaurant scenarios. You've got your typical sit-down, service. You've got the plates and everything, or as opposed to you stop at a Starbucks or a coffee shop and you get something. What's the rule?
So Emily Post etiquette experts say 20%, 18 to 20% still is considered the correct amount to tip when you are sitting down for a full service meal. But these days you're seeing service charges on some of your restaurant receipts. Sometimes they say this is for the cost of health care for our workers. If you have a service fee on your receipt and you're not sure if that is part of the tip, always ask. That is totally acceptable. And if you're in a big group, a lot of times they will add a service fee, and that is the tip. So ask so you're not tipping additionally. And then finally, if it is a quick stop, a coffee, someone's just handing you a donut, it is totally up to you. You're not stingy. The Emily Post people say it's okay to not tip if you can't.
Okay. So let's talk about hotels and resorts. I mean, sometimes you stay at a nicer hotel because of the good service. So are you to be tipping everybody that touches your bag, everybody you come in contact with? Who do you tip?
So when you see the hotel invoice and it says resort fee or hotel fee, you should always ask, what does that cover? Can Can I use that toward the cost of my stay? Typically, that is not considered a tip. That is usually money that you can apply either to your meals or in-room dining, that kind of thing. If you're on an all-inclusive vacation at a resort or on a cruise, typically the tips are covered. That's all included. If you have exceptional service and you want a tip and the staff can accept the tip, that's okay. When it comes to bellhops and the concierge and luggage, or the shuttle driver who gets all your bags onto the bus, $2 for that first bag, $1 for each additional bag. If they bring it all the way up to your room, maybe a couple more dollars. This is really important with housekeeping. $2 to $5 a day, and you should tip
especially
daily.
with my kids.
Right? If they're making a big mess, carry cash with you always for those singles, and tip each day because it could be a different person each day that's coming to clean your room.
Here's a crazy thing. You go to hotels now, you ask for cash at the front desk. A lot of them don't have it.
Oh, really?
Or they've got to go back in the room to find cash.
Yeah.
You would think that those service fees would cover an ATM machine.
I would think so.
Thank you, Vicky.
Thanks so much. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't miss the Today Show every weekday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific on our streaming channel, Today All Day. To watch, head to today.com/allday or click the link right here.